So as you probably know, indoors there's a lot of monsters, and they can spawn pretty frequently, but every single entity has its own rarity to it. So we're going to be breaking down every single chances of every single entity spawning. I'm not really going to include seek and figure since you already know when they spawn. And we're going to be including every single one of the new ones, such as A90, A120, and the rest. So rush in the first 1 to 90 rooms spawns like around 5 to 10 times, which can obviously make your run pretty hard. We're not gonna talk about the 10 last rooms because as you probably know, the chances of rush spawning is just random, so it can spawn whenever. Here's on how I came to a conclusion. So I think that Rush has a 10 to 15% spawn chance in Roblox stores. And I think that's a pretty good amount. You guys will see how rare other entities and doors are going to be. So let's continue things with Ambush. So Ambush spawns 1 to 2 times in the entire Roblox doors run, which means that Ambush has a spawn rate of around 2%, which I think is pretty rare, but still not as much as the other entities that we're going to talk about. Continuing things with Timothy. Timothy is actually pretty rare since you will just randomly encounter Timothy while opening random drawers, and that makes Timothy one of the rarest entities in doors. And it's actually confirmed that Timothy has a 1 to 200 chance of spawning indoors. If you get Timothy a lot of times in a round, you can consider yourself pretty lucky. Going down with the list with Halt. Halt can only spawn one exact time in the entire doors run. So that means that Halt has a 1% chance of spawning in Roblox doors. Continuing things with Dupe. Dupe almost spawns every single time, since it randomly generates in random rooms. So we're just gonna have to cut out Dupe on this one. Going down the list with Jack. Jack is also, as you probably know, one of the most favorited entities in the entire Roblox Doors game, but it's actually very rare to spawn, because Jack only has a 1 to 200 chance of spawning, and that's only inside a wardrobe. If you find Jack just in a room, it's a 1 to 2,000 chance, and it's called the Red Room as well. So Glitch only used to spawn when you were far behind your friends, or when you glitch out of the entire map. But Glitch has been replaced with Void. With the new update, it got very rare. So I think that Glitch has a 0.5% of spawning in the entire Roblox Doors game. And now coming to Rooms. So with the new Doors update, the Rooms came into Doors. And the Rooms is just basically a collaboration with the Rooms from Nico Rocks. I mean, you guys already know that Doors was inspired by the Rooms. So let's start talking about the rarity from the entities in the Rooms. A60 spawns around 50 to 70 times in the entire The Rooms run, and there's 1000 rooms, which leaves it around a 7% chance of spawning. And as you probably know, A90 spawns even more than that. A90 spawns more than 200 times in the entire The Rooms run, so I think that A90 has a 20 to 25% chance of spawning. A120. So A120 is, as you probably know, a very similar entity to Ambush. Spawns around 100 to, let's say, 100 to 150 times in the entire The Rooms run. So that means that A120 has around a 15% chance of spawning in the entire Roblox The Rooms run, which I think is pretty decent. I mean, there's only 3 entities, so them spawning a lot is actually a pretty common thing. And now with the rarest entity in the entire Roblox Doors game, and that is Shadow. I personally haven't seen Shadow in a single game yet. I've only seen Jack with the 1 to 2,000 chance, but I haven't really seen Shadow yet. So I think that Shadow is slightly more rare than Jack. I think that Shadow has about a 1 to 2,500 chance of spawning, since I have almost never seen it before. I mean, people say that it's a 1 to 2,000 chance, but I personally think it's higher than that.